Good afternoon, girls. Children, yesterday I started with the chapter Real Numbers and I had explained you what all topics we will cover in this chapter. Then, in the yesterday's video, I had explained you what is Euclid's division lemma, which also is used to find the HCF of the two given numbers, and that expansion also we had studied yesterday. And I hope you have completed this question number one I had done for you with two examples also. So I hope you have completed these two questions. Now coming to uh, exercise 1.1, right? Today I'll show you how to solve second and third question. Now quickly we'll revise. See, the Euclid's division lemma can be written as A is equal to BQ plus R. You know what is A? A is the dividend, B is the divisor, Q is the quotient, and R is a remainder. Now, when I had shown you one example, I had told you that there are two conditions which are present in any division. Those conditions are uh, remainder. Remainder will always be less than the divisor. Okay, this is one condition, and remainder will always be, it will be less than the divisor, but it will be greater than 0. So we can write it is remainder is always greater than and equal to 0. It cannot be less than 0, and it is always less than the divisor, right? So these conditions I had explained to you yesterday when I was explaining you long division or a simple division method. Now we have a question here. Show that any positive odd number integer is in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5, where q is some integer. Now we have to solve question number 2. It is saying that you have to show that any positive odd integer can be written in this form: 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, and 6q plus 5. So let's begin with the question. From the question only we will get one hint. You know the general equation, the formula is A is equal to BQ plus R. Now it is given over here that A is equal to 6q plus 1, right? That means divisor is 6. Okay, this is the divisor, not D, sorry, I'll take it B. Divisor is 6 and the remainder will lie between 0 and 6. Okay, this condition you have to remember. Now remainder will be greater than equal to 0. It will be less than 6, right? Now when we apply this condition in this formula, we will have 5 possibilities. So let's check those, starting with the first one. As I told you, it is A is equal to BQ plus R. When the remainder is 0, it will be A is equal to just 6Q. Okay, next. A will be equal to 6Q plus 1 because the remainder is 1. Remainder lies between 0 and 1, 0 and 6. Then A will be equal to 6Q plus 2. A is equal to 6Q plus what? 3, 4, and A is equal to 6Q plus 5. Now children, if if I consider A is equal to 6Q, if I take any integer Q, suppose 1 or 2, I will multiply by 6, I will get what? An even number. Suppose I take 3, so 3 into 6 will give me 18. So this will be an even number. Next, suppose I consider this one, 6 into 2, 12. 12 plus 2 will give me 14. So this also will be a even number, but we are only finding in this question which numbers? Odd numbers. So we will only consider 3 cases here, and we will prove that these are positive odd numbers. So let's begin with A is equal to 6Q plus 1. Now I can write I can write 6Q as 2 into 3Q plus 1. Now 3Q I can write it as A is equal to 2 into K1 plus 1. Now let 3Q be equal to K1. Now this is first condition, which I have written in the form of 2k1 plus 1. Then the second case, this is case 1. Now case 2. According to the question, case 2 will be a will be equal to 6q plus 3. I can write a as 2 into 3q plus 2 plus 1. 2 I take out common here, 3q plus 1 plus 1. So 3q plus 1 I can now take it as another constant 2k2 plus 1. Here it was k1 in the first case, in the second case it is 2k2 plus 1, and I leave it here. Now there is one more case, case 3, in which a is equal to 6q plus 5. I can write a is equal to 2 into 3q plus 4 plus 1. Yes, now 4 I can write it as 2 into 2 plus 1. So therefore I will get a is equal to 2 common 3q plus 2 plus 1. So therefore children, for this case I am going to write a is equal to 2k3 plus 1. So as you can see, in all the three cases we will write a is equal to 2k1 plus 1, a is equal to 2k2 plus 1, and a is equal to 2k3 plus 1. Right? Now all the three can be written in the form of positive odd numbers. Therefore you know that these are all what? These are positive and they are odd numbers. We can check if I take if any number is a multiple of 2 and if 1 is added to it, it will become an odd number. Okay, so this is the explanation of question number 2, that we can write any odd positive integer in the form of a is equal to 6q plus 3, a is equal to 6q plus 1, and a is equal to 6q plus 5. Right? Why we have not considered 6q plus 2 and 4 and this one? Because they will be even positive numbers. Okay, so this is how we expand and write in this form, that if any any number, any integer, if it is a multiple of 2, or if I multiply it by 2 and add 1 to it, it will become an odd number, if you have to understand in the simple words. Okay, so here also same, and therefore these three cases show that 2k1 plus 1 and k2 and this k3 plus 1 will prove that these are positive odd numbers. Okay, this is what we had to prove, that 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5 can be written in these are the forms of any positive odd integer. Right? I hope children it is clear to you. Question 3 says, and the army contingent of 616 members is to march behind an army band of 32 members in a parade. Now there are army contingent, so number of members total are how many? Number of members are 616. Right? Now in a parade, so number of members, see, number of total members are 616, but in a parade 32 will march. There are two groups. How many groups are there? There are two groups. You have to find out the two groups are to march in the same number of columns. So the maximum number of columns, how will you find out? We will find the maximum number of columns by using the Euclid's division algorithm. We will find the HCF of both of them and then find the answer. Okay, so I will write, the statement will be, to find the number of columns, the maximum number of columns, that will be equal to HCF of 32 and 616. Children, when you are solving any question, please write the proper statements. You just cannot start writing without giving any clue to in the solution. So number of members are this. Number of members in a parade will be 32. There will be two groups. So whatever is given, you can just write in one or two sentences and then you can start working on it. HCF of 32 and 616 will be, we will find out by which method? We can do it by long division method, and directly we can do by lemma. that is Euclid's lemma. So we'll write 616 32. Okay, 32, if I take it 32 into 2, it will be greater. So therefore I have to take 32 into 1. So 32 ones are 32. Yes, here I get 9. Here I get 2. Bring down 6. Now 32 into I will continue here. 296. 1 minute. 616 starting with 32. 32 ones are 32. This will be 9. This will be 2. I bring down 6. Now 32 into let us do it by 8 threes are, or 9 twos are 18, 9 threes are 27, 28. Okay, 288. So 32 nines are what? 288. Here I'll get what? 8 with 16 minus 8 will give you 8. And here because this will be 8 and this is 0, 0. This is subtraction, subtraction. Now I'll bring down 32 here. So 8 fours are 32. This completely divides, remainder is 0. Hence, the HCF of 616 and 32 is how much? 8, the last divisor, right? Okay. So what is the answer? There will be total, how many columns? 8 columns in the parade. And how many such groups are there? Total 2 groups. Okay. So this will solve your purpose. And this is the answer. So this completes your question number 2 and question number 3. I hope children it is understood. I mean you have understood this. And this 196 with 38220 you have to divide using the long division method. And then you will be able to find the HCF. Now let me take one more question of this type. Not from your textbook. Some other book. You can just check out any simple question which you would like to solve here. These type of questions also I will explain you. And you have children so many questions in the reference book. I hope children you are doing all this, because if you are doing your work on time, you are understanding the chapters, then also, I mean, any doubts if you have, then you can ask me. Okay, now I'll take up one question that is same Euclid's formula. I'll take up a long division method. Endless number of questions are there in this. Okay. The question is, find the HCF of 210 and 55. Find the HCF of 210 and what? 55. Now, 210 and 55, we have to find the HCF. Can we directly do it by that? In this pattern, can we write A is equal to BQ plus R, or we can use the long division process. Whichever is easy for you, you can apply it. And let me start with this 210 by 55. Okay. Now 55 into what? 55 into 1 will be 55. 55 2s are no. It will be 55. Suppose I take 3s are. 3 5s are 15 and it will be 165. So 55 3s are will give you 165. When I subtract 165, here I get 5. Here I get what? 0. So I will get 5. And this will be 4. Right? Now 45. To continue this, I will write here 55. 45 ones are 45. I will get here what? 10. minus. Now again 45, 40, remainder 5, yes, and here I get 10 and 5 2s are 10. Here I get remainder 0. So you know that as you keep on proceeding, we will get the last divisor as the HCF. So HCF will be equal to 5. Now if the same thing we have to write in this form, that is this formula, we will write, we know that 55 and 210 are the two numbers given to us. So we will start with, you remember the formula, A is equal to BQ plus R. Now 210 is equal to, now B is over here what? 55 into 3 plus 45. Yeah. So this is the first one. Then I'll copy 55, 45 into 1 plus 10. Then 45, 10 into 4 plus 5. Children, are you getting? Starting with the first divisor, then the remainder, divisor, remainder, divisor, remainder, and then 10, 5 into 2 plus 0. So this is what I had to explain you once again, that if any question you had to solve and write in this division algorithm lemma form, or this Euclid's division lemma form, you will write like this, and therefore here HCF will be the last divisor as I told you. So over here the answer is 5. So you can tally with this. Now most of the questions in the book you will find in this pattern. So directly if you can do it, you can try. Otherwise you can do it by this division method, and then you can write it in this form. Okay, so now children, I have completed these 3 questions with you. I will solve it and send these questions 4th and 5th. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. This will be similar to this type what we have done, but here they are saying that it will be a square of any positive integer. So I will explain you this as well as the 5th one. Now coming back to the question, I mean from here, see, examples are there. This example I had done. This is 12576 is and 4052 you have to find the HCF. So please learn how to find the HCF by the division method and then start solving. It will be easy when you practice it. It will be you will get thorough with it. Then here it says show that every positive even integer. Now in the question it was odd integer. Now it is even integer. So when we talk about this question, show that every positive even integer is in the form of 2q and every positive odd integer is in the form of 2q plus 1. Now a be any positive integer, b will be 2, because this is the divisor. Then by Euclid's algorithm we are going to write a is equal to 2q plus r. Q will be greater than 0 or equal to 0, and r will be either 0 or 1. So these conditions you will get it from your question itself. Now r lies between 0 and 2, so it will be a is equal to 2q or 2q plus 1. If a is in the form of 2q, then a is an even integer. As I told you, it will be a multiple of 2. And also a positive integer can be either even, it can be odd. Now therefore any positive odd integer will be in the form of 2q plus 1. Because if you apply any number, if you use any number here, suppose 2 into 4, 8 plus 1 will give you 9. So that is an odd positive integer. This is how we understand. Then show any positive odd integer is in the form of 4q plus 1, 4q plus 3 and q is some integer. Now here your this divisor will be 4. Remainder will lie between 0 and 4. Okay, it is shown here 0 and 4. Always remember that remainder is always less than the divisor. It is always greater than or equal to 0. So the 4 possible conditions will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Now then a can be 4q, 4q plus 1, 4q plus 2. Same thing what I did in question number 2 there. Now q is a quotient, you all know. Now since a is odd, when it is an odd number, it cannot be 4q or it cannot be 4q plus 2 because both are divisible by 2. Now For any odd integer, we'll write 4q plus 1, 4q plus 3. Either you can write how they have given in the example directly, or you can show it in the form as I have showed you, because any number multiplied by 2 will give you an even number, and then if you add 1 to it, it will become an odd number. So what I'm saying is, children, here I converted all of them in the form of plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 to show that all are odd positive integers. Okay, and these 6q plus 2, 6q plus 4 will be obviously even integers. So this is understood. So we only consider these 1, 2 and 3 parts. So you complete these questions and go through these examples 2 and 3. I'll continue tomorrow with this example 4 as well as these questions. How positive integer, square of the positive integer and cube of any positive integer. We are going to solve these two questions together. Okay. Now, I hope this lemma you are able to understand. Try the sums, and any doubts you can ask me. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.